Yo, what is good YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking every single Invincible card that is currently in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM from worst to best. As y'all can see on screen right here, we have all 16 Invincible cards that are currently in MyTEAM. This is every single Invincible that is in the game right now, and we're going to be ranking them from worst to best in today's video. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 12,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Unfortunately, the worst Invincible card in the game is going to be Dark Matter Steph Curry. I do think he is the worst Invincible in the game, mainly because he's 6'3" with a 6'3" wingspan. He is the smallest Invincible in the game by a pretty significant margin. The next shortest Invincible is 6'6". Obviously, the stats and badges are exceptional. Does not have brick wall. It's kind of a small flaw. Release is very good. Steph Fade is not quite as good as a normal or a Trey in my opinion, but it's still very good. His SIGs are very nice, and he does have quick drops off one. Great card. I just don't think he can be the best Invincible in the game, or even one of the best Invincibles in the game, pretty simply because of the fact that his release is, or his size is so poor. So it really does hold him back a lot. Anthony Davis is going to be number 15 on this list. He's the 15th worst. 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. Kind of undersized first and foremost at the power forward position. That's kind of the first flaw that he has. The stats and badges are obviously exceptional. When you look at the badges he's missing, it's really nothing crucial, but the release is also not that good. AD's release is not that incredible. Kobe Escape is fine, but it's not insane. He doesn't have the size of some of the bigger and better Invincible bigs on this list. I just don't think Anthony Davis is very good because his release is a little bit baited, and he's also a little bit undersized at the power forward position. Not a card that I personally would recommend running, and I do think he is the 15th ranked Invincible in the game. Number 14 is Dominique Wilkins. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan at the point guard position. Sure, he's got good size. He's got very good all-around stats. Doesn't have brick wall, gold chase stars, but outside of that, nothing really key. But don't love his release again. Donovan Mitchell-Leaner is not that exceptional. His SIGs are very solid, but he doesn't have basic front clutches or quick drops off one, the two best safest dunk animations in the game, which is kind of frustrating as well. He's certainly a good card. There's no doubt about it, but I just think his release is not that amazing. Him not having a great fade is kind of an issue. Doesn't have the best dunk animations, even though he's an elite level slasher. I just don't think Dominique is quite that exceptional. Remember, these are Invincible cards. After the first couple, it gets to the point where all these cards are good. Like, I think Dominique's a pretty good card. I just think he is the 14th ranked Invincible. Don't think he's that incredible of a card. Now, number 13, gonna get flack for this. I'm putting Giannis. I just am not that high on this Giannis card. 6'11" with 7'4" wingspan at the small forward position gives you elite level size. He can guard at an incredible level. He's gonna be one of the best defensive cards in the game, period. But offensively, his release is very poor, and he steps in consistently from the corner and shoots long twos instead of threes, which I think is a decently big issue, to be completely honest. Despite the fact that he had a lot of potential as a card, he just needs a different release. That's the main thing with this Giannis card, to be completely honest, is that he needs a different release to be an elite level top tier option at his position, unfortunately. Just my opinion. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, but for me, I'm not a huge fan of this Giannis card, mainly because I do not like his release very much, and because he is going to shoot those long twos from the corner, and I kind of have to nitpick once we get to this point in this list. Number 12, going with Zion Williamson. Zion's biggest flaw is that he's only 6'7". That's his main flaw. Outside of that, he is a very, very solid card. It doesn't have amped or bailout break starter on Hoff. Those aren't crucial badges, though, I wouldn't say. Nothing really important missing on him either. Like his release, I don't love the Zion upper, but the O-shaper set base is really, really good, which is super nice. He does have Francis size of Curry Escape, a little behind the back, which is great. SIGs, normal leaner. Again, doesn't have front clutches or quick drops off one, but that's okay. I don't think it's a huge issue. I like this card a lot. I think Zion is really, really good. I just wish he was a little bit bigger, and I also wish they had changed his upper to like an Oscar upper or a Rudy Gay upper or something like that instead of his own upper, Zion upper. That's just my opinion, but still a very good card, no doubt about it. I just think he goes toward the lower end of these Invincibles. Lamelo Ball is going to come in next for me at number 11. I don't love this Lamelo card because I don't love his SIGs, and I think his release is a little bit inconsistent. Lamelo's release is super fast, but it can be a bit inconsistent. He does have quick drops. I don't like his size up. This Lamelo size up is not very good. It is a slow size up, and I don't like that very much. Now, Steph Escape, a little behind the back, is great. Normal leaner is great. Obviously, the stats and badges are still exceptional. Not really missing anything important in terms of badges. Maybe brick wall, but that's about it. I just don't like his sides very much, and I think the release is a little bit consistent. It gets a lot of load-ups. I don't think Lamelo's upper on his own release is all that good. I'd rather see a Lamelo upper, or Lamelo base with a Trey upper or something like that I think is a little bit better. So for that reason, I am putting him toward the lower half of these Invincible cards, despite the fact he is still a great card. Kobe comes in at number 10 for me. 6'6", 6'11" wingspan, a little undersized at the point guard position. Not bad, but just a tiny bit. Key badges that he's missing, there really aren't any on gold that are important to be on Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Maybe Rise Up, maybe Masher, but nothing really. Stats are insane. Kobe release, though, is not next level amazing. It is a very good release, and the D-Book leaner I actually do like a lot, but it's not insane. Now, Kobe size up, Steph escape, lid behind the back, quick chops off one, got good sigs. I like the card a lot. I think he moves well. I think he's a great slasher. I think he does a ton of things really well on the court. I think he's a great card. I just wish his release was a little bit better, because it's not bad. It's just not quite next level elite, which is why he's a little bit lower down on this list still. Magic comes in at 6'9", and that's why he's number 9 on the list. If he was 6'6", he'd be one of the worst Invincibles on this list, but he's got great size, 4-point guard at 6'9", still has great all-around, super complete badges. Magic's biggest flaw is that his release is just not very good. It's a little bit slow. It's easy to green, but it is a bit slow, which is unfortunate, because Francis size up, wall escape, all that stuff is honestly very solid. I do think he's actually a pretty darn good card. I just wish his release was a little quicker. Quick drops off one, elite sigs, great size, the point guard position. Magic always moves super well. I just wish his release was a little bit better, because he'd be one of the top 5 Invincibles in the game for sure if it was. LeBron James, kind of similar to Magic, coming in at number 8. Good card, 6'9", doesn't have insane size for small forward, but he's got really good size for shooting guard. He's an incredible defensive card. Like, LeBron has some of the best defensive animations in the game. I think this card is really good. I do wish he had a better on-ball steal tendency, but outside of that, I mean, defensively, he's a freaking amazing card. Release this Corver-based LeBron up front very quick isn't bad. It's just not incredible. And I was hoping they would give LeBron an incredible release to make him like the best shooting guard in the game, which he is not. But he is a very good card. I do think this is the first time in a while that we've actually seen a LeBron card in my team that's not like the best or a top 3 card at his position when he came out, which is a little bit surprising, but still a very good card, still an exceptional defender, an elite level slasher, has amazing dunk animations, and incredible player build, and shoots the ball really well. Just wish his release was a tiny bit better, and he was a little bit better all around as a card, although he's still a great option. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar comes in at number 7. Kareem only has one flaw, because he's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan, an afro that makes him look like 7'4", and insane speed, amazing slashing ability. His flaw is that his release is not that great. That being said, he's 7'2" big, and he plays bigger than 7'2", and he's a huge mismatch because of how fast he is, which is why he still gets a spot this high on the list at number 7, despite not having a very good release. It's because of how glitchy his player build is and how great he is and how much of a mismatch he can be because of the speed and the playmaking ability at 7'2" and really built like 7'4", like I said, which is why Kareem comes in all the way up at number 7. Number 6, Michael Jordan. Similar to Kobe, little undersized. The thing that he does have going for him over Kobe is that his release is better. KPJ base is the best base in the game. Now, MJ upper isn't incredible, but he also has the Trey fade, which is the best fade in the game. He has Steve Francis size of Trey escape, a little behind the back, which are some of the best 6 in the game. This card is absolutely amazing on the offensive end of the court. Wish his upper was a little bit better, but he also holds it down defensively, and I think he's an amazing card. Really good option at the point guard position. His only flaw, or his biggest flaw, honestly, is the fact he's only 6'6", which is not a huge flaw. So I think MJ is a great card. Number 5, Scottie Pippen, 6'8" shooting guard with an amazing release. One of the best defensive cards in the game. Amazing defensive animations as well as 99 on-ball steal, contest, and block shot tendencies. His release is amazing. His movement is good. Normal leaner, quick drops off one. Just an incredible card. I think Pippen is a dog, and I think he totally deserves to be a top 5 shooting guard. Sorry, he's both a top 5 shooting guard and a top 5 invincible card in the game. Number 4 is going to be Carmelo Anthony, another dude with amazing all-around stats and badges, of course, as an invincible, but has great size at 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, at the shooting guard position. Francis size of Trey escape, a little bit behind the back, are some of the best sigs in the game. Quick drops off one, and then Carmelo's release is amazing, and he's got normal laner. He's got super complete all-around animations, and I think he's one of the best invincible cards in the game for sure, especially because the size combined with the incredible sigs and the amazing all-around ability for this Carmelo card. Number 3, Larry Bird, 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, still a tiny bit undersized small forward position. That's his biggest flaw, though, because everything else is absolutely incredible about this card. Release is amazing. Trey fade is incredible. Francis size of Curry escape a little behind the back is amazing sigs for small forwards. Quick drops off one. He plays bigger than 6'9". He is one of the best invincible cards in the game. Love this Pascal base, by the way. I think it really has become one of the best releases in the game. It's the Jokic release, the Bill Russell release. It's just amazing, especially when you put a good upper on it. And Kevin Love upper is certainly a good upper. He is a very good option at the small forward position, like the 3rd or 4th best small forward in the game, in my opinion, period. Behind only Bull, Chet Holmgren, and maybe 1 or 2 more guys, but really good card. I do think he's a top 3 invincible. The 2nd best invincible for me is Tracy McGrady, the best shooting guard in the game, in my opinion. 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. He got the KPJ base with the Oscar upper, which is the best release in the game, period, in my opinion, right now. On very quick. Dribble moves are amazing. T-Max size of Curry escape a little behind the back is great. Front clutch dunk animations, elite player build at the 2, really defends at a super high level as well, despite not having the most insane tendencies points, although they are very good. 85 across the board in pass interception, on-ball steal, contest, and block shot tendencies. He is an absolutely amazing card, and I do think he is the best shooting guard in the game and the second best Invincible in the game. But the best Invincible right now, in my opinion, is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the best Shaq we've ever gotten in my team, in my opinion. 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan, 325 pounds. We know the Big Diesel is going to be an absolute hoss to deal with. But what makes this Shaq card even better is the fact that he is incredible as a shooter. He's so complete badge-wise, has every finishing and defensive badge in the game on Hoff, every key playmaking badge, and every key shooting badge on Hoff. But his release of this Montrezl Harrell-based John Wall up run very quick is absolutely cash money. By far the best release I think the Shaq has ever gotten in 2K. And that combined with very, very good movement, incredible size, amazing speed. He's got the mismatch ability of a guy like Kareem in terms of his size and his speed, but you combine that with a top-tier release in my team. I do think this is currently the best Invincible card in the game because of how good he is at specifically the power forward position, but even at the center position, just is an amazing all-around card. So that is my list of the best Invincible cards in the game, actually of every Invincible card in the game, how I would rank them from best to worst. So hopefully this video did help y'all out if y'all are looking to pick up Invincible cards to add to your squad in terms of which ones you should target and which ones you should maybe consider staying away from. And if it did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.